Hi and welcome to Gateshead Pokemon Club. As you can see, we've got 50 psychic damage to do as our daily challenge. Now, 500 damage done on the verses or the events is going to be a hard slog with the deck that we've got. Maybe do some theme deck battles. See if we can rack up 500 damage over a couple of games. So, versus ladder. We've never really covered this. Brand new versus ladder because I haven't been on it yet. And if we can get to the top of the first rung of the ladder, I'll show you how high that is in a moment. We get a free Reshiram and Charizard GX tag team. You get 10. The point system is a strange point system. You get more points if you've won a match and then win a match. You basically get 10 points for winning a match, and you've got to get all the way up 210 points to get the Reshiram. Now, there is a second rung to the ladder, 690 points for the Reshiram, and third rung to the ladder where there's a full art welder at 2,000 points. I think it's always worth trying to do this first rung of the ladder. We've got 19 days to do this. So what we're going to actually do, you can see the decks that we've actually got now in the theme deck area. Because we've unlocked Horn of Fire, Crushing Current and Hidden Depths, we can use them to do the theme deck ladder. They're classed as theme decks, even though they're not available to buy as a theme deck. The other ones, Charizard theme deck, as I said, we got that from a code. Dreadnaught's the same. So the one that we're going to look at is Mental Might. Mental Might you get, like the Hidden Depths, Crushing Current and Born of Fire, you get when you're starting up playing the actual TCGO. I think you get it on your third day of logging in. So we're going to play a game against an online opponent. Just by clicking play, it pairs us up with somebody. And we're being paired against a guest player playing the same deck as ours. There's a good chance that this is somebody that has just started up playing and is possibly trying to do 500 damage in a game, the same that we are. It's not a game, it can be over a number of games. I'm going to go with my favourite tails. And we're going to go first so that we can get an energy on and hopefully get the first evolution. We've got the best hand ever because his deck is going to be weak against ours, but at the same time we're going to be weak against okay. So just as I was saying, our opponent's deck is going to be weak against ours. Our opponent's realised that and just decided to quit. Well, that gives us 25 coins, which I'm over the moon with. Doesn't do any damage dealt. But what we also get from that is we get the first rung of the ladder, which gives us 10 points on the ladder. So, let's have a look for another game. Alright, we're going to lose this game. As long as we get some damage in, I'm not too worried. We're against a newer deck. The newer decks are far more equipped for playing games than the older ones. Right, my thoughts here is Miltank is actually quite a powerful Pokemon if we can play it right. So we want the Ralts that's up front to get knocked out. We want the Ralts on the bench to evolve into Curlier and then into Gardevoir, so that Miltank then gets his powerful friends attack. We've got what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to play something up here. Let's try playing this. Wow, I actually got something from it. Great ball. I'm going to bring out the Furfrou. Now, I'm only doing that because when Ralts gets knocked out, I can bring the Furfrou up, and the Furfrou will allow me to get Miltank up to where it's doing the more damage. It's going to play Grookey onto his bench. Grookey's the one that I was really hoping he wasn't going to get. Because if he gets up to that Rillaboom can do a lot of damage. Right, evolve. Tiano. Put that on the bench. We shall play that on there. Cybolt. Misses. To the other reason. We've got an energy on Ralts, and that means that that's ready to retreat anytime we want. What we may do, no, because that would leave it with an energy on a Pokemon. Right. 2 energy onto there, that's going to be a 60 plus attack. But it's a coin flip. 2 misses. Right, so here we go. Evolve. Energy. Treat. Bring up. The only trouble is this isn't going to give us our damage against our damage on the psychic damage that we need doing, but Powerful Storm, if we get everything else built up with energy while our Miltank's on the bench there, we can come in and do some really big attacks with our Powerful Storm. Oh, that wasn't supposed to go there. Right, I'm going to play Pokemon Center Lady onto Miltank to heal it. Hopefully our opponent, in fact, I'm not going to be able to use the same Pokemon again, because we just knocked it out. Now they're stalling for turn now. They're trying to get this one built up. So that suits us. Blessing of Fluff, search your deck for 3 grass energy. We'll get to read it yet. Attach them to your bench in any way you like. That is a great advantage. Yeah, and he's going to power that up fully. So when it does evolve, it's going to be ready just to attack. Yeah, no. Hard candy onto there just to make it... Hard charm, sorry. Just to make it a little bit buffed. Knock out there. Really do with something to get more energy into play. Right, potential of 80 damage with that one. Unless he gets the Rillaboom. No, Whimsicott. Already had the Rillaboom in hand. There's no way can I withstand a beating from that. With it being a modern card, it's got a higher HP, higher damage. That's interesting. Forgot about that one. Because my opponent's now got a switch. Now, it's not a great deal, because it only takes 1 energy to retreat the Cottony. And that's the sort of thing you would do. I have only done 80 damage, but to be honest, Powerful Storm would have only done 80 damage anyway. Right, now let's have a look. We'll just start feeding them fodder. Make him waste his energies. Pull some basics out of our deck so that we can get other cards into play. Let's see what other cards. Yeah, these are the cards that we're after, really. So if we just pull a couple of basics out of the deck, that thins the deck down, gives us less in our deck, so we stand more chance of pulling into the other cards. Right, I have a feeling he's going to retreat that Cottony and bring the Rillaboom back up. There we go. Huge hit. Absolutely huge hit. Last turn. Right, this is the last time we can do this. We're going to bring up Miltank. This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work at all. We really needed the evolution to that this turn. There's just nothing we can do here now. Right, I'm going to bring this one up. Hope that we get an evolution to it. Nope. Not a thing we can do. Stand a chance of getting paralyzed. That was a long shot. So at least we've got another turn. Be nice to at least get 100 damage this turn. What we'll do is we'll put the gauntlet down on the deck, on the bench. It's not damaged, and we'll start and build that up. We're going to lose that in 2 turns anyway. But at least we'll be able to do a little bit of damage with the gauntlet. If this sticks. Nope, that's it, game over. We've done 80 damage, so at this rate, it might take 6 or 7 games. Generally, with the daily challenges, I always advise people go for either the damage or the evolutions. Doing the knockout down at this level, it is easy to do the knockout. Once you get up onto the higher levels, you're looking at a lot of knockouts just to get a pack of cards. In my opinion, you're better getting the coins and going for the coins rather than the packs, because then you can buy the packs that you want with the coins. Right now, our opponent, using the Born of Fire deck, has decided to start off with the Snorlax. Snorlax takes 30 less damage because of its plump body. So you've got to be doing 40 damage to it before you can actually start and do any damage at all. To be honest, we're not worried. Hoot hoot, dual draw. We get to draw 2 cards. Yes, we're giving our opponent some cards as well, but we're not too worried. We're going to draw cards. It's going to help both of us this start. What you've got to remember is as well, if our opponent's playing this deck, another guest player, if our opponent is playing this deck on the live tournaments like this, or live matches like this, it means they have already fully unlocked that deck. So they've already been through 7 battles to unlock this deck completely. I know that would be nice. If we could get 2 Glades up and running. I said God of War earlier, they're Glades, sorry. If we could get 2 of them up and running and just pile loads of energy on the bench. Another dual draw. Yep, we're going to get both of them up and running. Now, remember Flareon and its flare effect? That means Snorlax is now white and fire. I was going to use the escape rope, but thinking about it, I'm not. I'm just going to keep doing the dual draw at the moment. Snorlax is going to take Hoot Hoot out next time anyway. But hopefully, by then, we're not going to be far off knocking Snorlax out. course, Plump Body minuses our attack by 30. So it takes it from an 80 attack down to 50. That means we've got to be doing at least another 40 damage to actually take it down. Right. This is where Pokemon Center Lady comes in. I'm going to put the other energy on there and on there. Let's see whether our roller skates are going to work for us. Nope, as usual. And that's enough to give us a knockout. Now, our opponent hasn't really got anything in play. We're going to put Miltank onto our bench and start to use it as an energy store. I can see that he wants the Flareon up and running. Flareon's still not going to be enough to take us down, and we can take Flareon down in a single turn. We desperately need to get... Oh, no. Well, that's okay, that's okay. We've still got our escape rope, remember? So, Miltank onto the bench. Energy onto Miltank. Escape rope. Our opponent chooses first. Must bring something up. And we're going to bring out two Golett. I think there's a Golurk in this deck as well. Powerful Storm, which is a knockout on Flareon. Oh, we could find out if we've got a Golurk in by using an Eversoda. See if we can get the Golett up to a Golurk. Right, I'm going to keep going until I get the 500. No, unfortunately, there's nothing there. So it may be prized. It may be not in. Might have been a good idea for us to actually have a look and see what was in the deck before we started playing it. Every time we stick an energy down now, we are increasing our damage. 120 at HP. Going to do Combustion, which is 20. Still not doing a lot of damage. Gallade will still have 100 HP left. The one that I need to watch out for is Arcanine. If you remember from us going through Born of Fire, I know that was a lot of videos ago. The card to watch out for is that Burning Energy. Burning Energy on an Arcanine is so important. Taking a card down every single time at the moment. This is so different to our last match. put some energy on there. Oh, he's going to try and hold back that Arcanine for the very end. That energy's going to go down onto the Arcanine. He's going to bring the Arcanine up this time, because it's his last ditch attempt. To be honest, we've got enough energy down on the bench now that when we bring the other Gallade up, it's still going to be doing around about 140 damage. Flamethrower attack. Enough to knock it out. Up comes the other Gallade. Will he allow us to actually complete? We're going to evolve there anyway. And then we're going to Powerful Storm. 160. And a victory. So, we should have done our 500 damage from those few knockouts. Let's have a look. 25 more coins. And we get 25 more coins from the knockout. From the damage. Move up the XP a little bit. 880 damage throughout the entire game. But if you remember, that first 80 damage was from Miltank, so that was 800 damage done by the Gallade. Right, we haven't got a choice. We've got to do 5 knockouts with grass Pokemon. To be honest, I'm not too worried, for the simple reason that the Charizard theme deck has this Pokemon in. Now he's a grass Pokemon, Cutting Wind, 130 damage, and if you look at the challenge, it actually states the challenge can be done on the trainer challenge. So we'll give that a go. We're going to give it a start. I don't know how far we'll get through. We'll give it a good go and see how we get on. We've got to do at least 5 knockouts with grass Pokemon. I'm just looking at the time because I've got something to do in about half an hour. Running at a 2-hour stream. That's not bad. This is the longest stream I've ever done. So, back into the trainer challenge. Unfortunately, this time we will not get prizes from any of these. But I want to do this. I want to have every single deck that we've got at the moment finished on the Gold League. Once they're finished on the Gold League, yes, we'll unlock boosters by doing it, but then we can move on and maybe do the Platinum League, maybe do the City Championship after that. So we've got a green tick there, which means that this deck has actually done Zac. So we're on to Mick. Not a great one to get grass damage against, but we'll give it a go. Now we're gonna see. Go on, let us just get to the cards. New Slugma. Old Slugma. Right. Yawn, we're gonna put Victini to sleep. I'm gonna tick this off. I'm not worried about seeing See if what happens when when they're asleep, and know what happens when they're asleep. I want to ideally, yes, get a Charmander from this. I'm not going to worry about Slugma. I'm going to start and power up my Charmander. Charmander's going to evolve into Charmeleon. Another energy on. We only actually need the 2 energy for Royal Blaze. We don't need to attach another energy. We should really have attached an energy there and beaded onto that one. We don't want to do that just yet. So we're going to yawn again. Our opponent's still asleep. Evolve into Charizard. Retreat. No, because I can't. Now I can. Retreat. Bring Charizard up. Now. I'm going to do 100 plus 50 more for every single one of these that's in the discard pile. So if I do this turn, that will now do 50 more damage to the 100. But because I played the Leon, it'll also do 30 more damage this turn. We're not going to bother about Battle Sense. Battle Sense is more to look for the Leons, not to look for other cards. Right, we're gonna, just to make sure that we've got something there. Battle Sense. We'll take that card. The other 2 cards get guarded. Right, Sonia. Do we go? No. Let's not worry about that at the moment. We'll do that another time. We've got a few games to go yet. Energy. Evolve. Done. So if I'd taken that card, Battle Sense, yes, that's what we want. Onto the bench. Onto the bench. Going to use that to evolve the next time. We'll try and get an extra energy onto it would really slow down. Right, basically what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try and get the Yanmega up so that at least we get one knockout with it. So I'm not going to attack. Because it's only against the trainers, I'm not too worried. Do you know I'm going to risk it? I'm going to risk doing that. Battle sense. Got an energy there. Dan, see if we can get another energy from Dan. Yeah, right. That would do. I wish it was evolution. U-turn. Leave it there. We know that it can't get knocked out because it would take more than one energy. Another energy, and we're going to have the knockout with this. So at least we've got one grass knockout at the moment. Right, so Calvin. We're going to be at a disadvantage against Calvin with this being a fire deck. I did actually check up, and not every fire Pokemon is weak against water. There are some that aren't. Oh, what a brilliant start. Now a lot of water Pokemon are actually weak against grass. We're going to bring Charmeleon up to the bench just to be on the safe side. Right, let's have a quick look. This is because this is an old deck. Its weakness is grass, so we're going to put a fire energy on there. Not going to worry about that at the moment. We're going to do U-turn, but then we're not going to swap. Water gun, 10 damage to us, but because it's the grass one, we don't have the weakness. Energy, evolve. Slugma onto the bench. Evolution Incense to get the Charmeleon. This is just going to be as a backup. U-turn. We're not going to worry about swapping. Now, if all of these are weak against grass, that means we're basically doing 100 damage per hit at the moment. Energy onto Yanmega, evolve into Slugma. Slugma into Magcargo. Great Ball for Charizard. No. Pull it out anyway because that'll help thin our deck down a little bit. And U-turn for the knockout. Hold on a minute. Isn't that 3 knockouts so far? 2. 2 knockouts so far. Fourth energy, cutting wind for the knockout. 3 knockouts this game. So that takes us to 4 knockouts now. one more to do for our 5. And that's our daily done. So Ali, we've got a game against Ali. That means we're already 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th opponent. Good place to stop. We're going to do the same again. We're going to try and concentrate on getting that grass Pokemon straight out. The reason I'm starting with Sudowoodo, it's got double draw ability, which hopefully will allow us to get set up quicker. We have got a Charizard there, but to be honest, I'm not going to worry about the Charizard. Right, energy. Yep, hop. I'm going to play a hop this time. Double draw. Hi, Mr. Fizz. Might as well put the Slugma on the bench. We've got another hop. Play the hop. Lugia. Hang on. We'll put it on the bench. New account, not new player. I've been playing since TCGO wasn't TCGO. My backstory is I went along a local shop, bought 2 packs to see what the game would be like for my 2 sons at the time. Saw that it was quite an interesting game, and in the first 2 packs I actually managed to pull supposedly the rarest card you could get at the time. From base set, I actually pulled a Charizard in the first 2 packs that I bought. I've been hooked to Pokemon ever since. I still have a lot of my original cards from base set. Obviously, at the moment, the account is very, very new. There's very little on the account. An awful lot of cards I can't trade. Right, I'm going to start and put a little bit of energy onto Charmander and Charmeleon because I've got the Charizard there. I don't really want to be using it because I want to still try and get this last... This... I want to still try and get this last... Yes. I want to still try and get this last grass knockout that I need. And that might be enough just to give us it. I'll do another double draw. I can just retreat Sudowoodo with a single energy, so I'm not too worried about that. Even if he gets knocked out. Right, I can't retreat him now. We've got a switch card there. That's all that bothers me. We'll switch up the Yanmega. So we're not used to playing this on the PC. And Charizard, up and running. Right, we should fly through this challenge now. Sudowoodo has stalled out nicely, allowed us to get the bench all set up. I have another one there. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, it's not in there. Let's have a look. Really anything we want from that, but I'll pull the Charmeleon out since we've got a couple of Charmanders in our hand, so if something gets knocked out, Charmander can go down onto the bench. We'll chuck this into the discard pile just to allow Cutting Wind to do even more damage. It also starts to power up Charizard for later on, if needed. Right. Energy onto Macargo. Speed with another energy onto Macargo. I think we've definitely got our grass knockout just to finish off the daily challenge. Yeah. Two more prizes to take after this one. Should really have put that on there, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We know that we're doing 130 damage with Cutting Wind. We also know that if Charizard came in, Charizard would be doing 150 damage. Plus we've got the other Leon down there. In fact, this is the last one. We're going to retreat, bring up Charizard, throw the other Leon out there. That's boosted Charizard's attack up to 200 plus the Leon. Gonna put that on there anyway. So this should be over 200 attack. 230 for our last attack. There we go. And we'll go and open another pack. I will be back on streaming again tomorrow to finish off the last 8 games with this deck. I want to get this all out of the way this week if I can, so that we can move on to other things. Basically what I'm doing here is, this is the Gold League on the Trainer Challenge. I have unlocked every single deck that I've got, not that there's a lot, to the full Gold League. So out of the 5 decks I've got, 4 of them are now completed the 12 challenges, and we're just working our way slowly through the Charizard themed deck. Like I say, at the moment we don't have a great deal of cards in the collection. I have got 1 or 2 packs that I can trade with or do giveaways and things like that. Let's see what we get from this Darkness Ablaze. The other thing as well, if anybody's about on Saturday, Cold as Ice's Twitch, he will be doing an opening for Battle Styles, full booster box. So we haven't got a great deal there, unfortunately. Hope you've enjoyed tagging along with us. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Please leave us a follow. Leave us a comment. Thanks for watching.